There is a song by Diecrups, Diecrupps. It's 5, and then it looks like in English the word million, and then Elos and Nicole, it's Eon. So it has the banner, BANNER. It says, my German is not good. It is Vollen Toben. It's all aboard in Vollen Toben. Einach. And then it's Foot Me Oden. All Foot Me Oden. And then it's all aboard in mine something. Right. I mean, again, I'm trying to like linguistically like thread through and take the Germanic and put it in an English dexterity in order to get the banner motion for Fishtail at this Maleficent version of Omnificent appearance. We said that in the phone series 1980-1985. I think Jackie Leiberg, by the way, in 4th grade, Miss Harrison's class, she mentioned to me, she says, I know that she says, how many, what's the measurement on a ruler for school? The standard ruler. I said, what do you mean? I said, you mean like, I said, I think the inches, there's 12 inches. I said, then there's centimeters, but I don't know. I don't look at that side. I said, but on inches, it's 12, the number 1 and 2 put together. She's like, oh, she says, that's interesting. She says, in some places, the measurement tool only goes up to 7. And sometimes, she says, where I come from, the measurement tool, the measurement tool where she comes from only goes up to 7. She says, and I think I heard somewhere it goes up to 9. She says, but that's interesting that Lloyd Harbor has a measurement tool that goes up to 12, which is the number for 1 and 2 next to one another. That would be Zwölf in Germano, in Tedesco. All right, so let's think about this. I just put up the omnipresent, whatever. I mean, I was super serious about it when I was a kid. I was like, listen, Aunt Marie, I was like, I hold no ill will against you and the heathen tribe that you come from. I was like, but the male population in your deep-rooted and seated Long Island problem is a real concern of mine for the 2 star seedlings, Craig and Joseph, with the gorgeous face. That one's going to get cut up on the side of a road and the other one's going to get his face cut up, and nobody's telling us when or how, just so the uglies can go fornicate in some disgusting manner that shouldn't be taken out on the good-looking children. And she's like, now what about my children? I said, I am not getting into that. I was only told about the 2 that were going to be harmed, and they're really good-looking, and I am to protect them because of the bad decisions that the older uncles are making. And I said, and because you have these children, I said, I have to distance myself and speak through Judith and confirm that I'm allowed to say things before I say them. And that's how we conducted our 4-year-old and 5-year-old relationship with my aunts. And let's think about this while the other cousins weren't around, by the way, because I wasn't working with like humans in my in my age group. It was not working out well. I was like, okay, now tell me, how is this for you? Like, I'd compare them, like I'd ask them to, like, I'm like, could you tell me how this is? Like, I always was curious, kind of like a gorilla and a kitten. Like, okay, so So, like, right, what do we do? Like, what do you think? Right? I mean, I would also ask them questions. I always found them really interesting because they lived life and saw things very differently and whatever. But I didn't want to wholeheartedly go into the human home economics project that I woke up in. All right, so I put up there Cromer. Cromer has a mass killing fishtail effect in the Maleficent. The Maleficent, if this is the direction that these asshole humans push, here's the required massive killing event. CIA had that. I don't know why they still pushed this version, even with all the reporting that we gave back. I'm like, right, there's only one there's only one crowned Gunder. I own it. I came out of the womb of Linda Marie Gunder, 1948, the only edition that was ever going to mean anything and be important. And that stereo box that I came out of crowned me Gunder immediately as CZARINA, Cattaruzza, and then 8378, which is what started the sacred order of OMNIFICENT and the Om and the spiritual nebulous mixed into an embodiment that the Westerners knew nothing about, and they were really fucking stupid and hard to speak to because they're like, you know, you can't. I'm a mechanic with cars and cigarettes and booze. And I'm like, whatever. Speak to me like I'm a car guy, not one of your spiritual advisors. I'm like, right, let me tune down the importance level. So now, I mean, it's like, and then you fucking leave me here with these fucking piece of shits? I mean, when I was size 4, fine. Like for whatever, until you fucking got your asses out, hauled out, and took me the fuck away, as required by my appearance and my birth in my star contract with humans. But instead, you just ignore me completely. I see that. You make up all sorts of excuses for other orders that are not as sacred as mine, who don't want their orders to change. I'm like, we are not talking about you. Take yourself out of my fucking order. Mine is the most superior, and I have real problems I have to advise you on, so you get my part right. And you don't take the wrong signal or the track symbol or the whatever, and then cause further problems, and then hide because you got something wrong. Stupid. But here we are. We're not in OMNIFICENT where I'm happily married ever after with the next crowned jewel. No, instead I'm here in MALIFICENT in a double hyperbole, which is a parabola, double. It's a hyperbole that's pulsating in a quantum Reichstag that is ticking down my anatomical clock to then invert, and there will be no such thing as human anymore because you got your fucking part wrong, stupid fucking human. The fact that you would even push it into this fucking direction is like a really scary day for like those of us that were trying to save the human race. But the fact that you like let it go on this fucking long is even more fucking scary, and you are deserving of no life ever on any planet in any embodiment whatsoever. It's that fucking scary that you let me go this uncared for 42 fucking years for and did absolutely fucking nothing. You piece of shits.